Fine, thank you.
Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. Either you're here to get showered in sparks, or you're looking for something to buy. Out with it.
Well, I'm going to spend some time in this place.
If it's broken, I can mend it.
Let's find out where I can sleep. I think there's a manor over here. Hey.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth?
Oh, what do you think, buddy? I killed General Curious.
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Curious's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
He'll no longer send Ashbond to Raven Rock.
Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Curious. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
Thank you. 10,000, wow! Hey, who are the Redoran Guard?
All of the soldiers in this town are Redoran Guard. Some of the best warriors that House Redoran has to offer. I've spent quite a few years honing their skills, and I can assure you they're not just your average city guard.
Why have such elite soldiers on this island?
To protect Councillor Morvain, of course. He has quite a few friends on the council back in Morrowind, and they wanted to ensure his safety while he was here. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
What's the unusual armor you're wearing?
This is bone mold armor. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say? It's fashioned from actual bone that's been reinforced with a resin-like material and then shaped to form the armor plating. It might appear brittle, but I'd wager it could stop the blow of a weapon better than iron or steel.
Is it difficult commanding the Redoran Guard?
It can be. Even the most experienced warriors can fall prey to petty distractions. They usually didn't amount to much, but they make my job that much harder.
Petty distractions?
Some of my own men have become quite accustomed to a spirit they called Ember Brand wine. Despise the stuff myself. It's powerful and tremendously addicting. I've seen men fail to finish even a single flask. If I knew where they were stashing the bottles, I'd put an end to it myself.
Okay, I could track the stash down for you.
You would?
Yeah.
That'd be helpful. I just don't have time to do it myself right now.
Any idea where I can begin?
They're too smart to have left it for the bulwark. I'd search one of the abandoned houses on the outskirts of town.
Okay, thank you.
Find me that stash of wine. I'm itching to be rid of it.
Okay.
If you're looking for supplies, you lost? Glover Mallory is a wonder with the old hammer and anvil. He mended me armor like an old pro.
What's this place?
Traveling beyond the bulwark will be much safer as a result of your victory at Fort Frostmoth. Many thanks. On behalf of House Redoran and as Councillor of Raven Rock, I bid you welcome.
What is House Redoran?
You've never heard of House Redoran? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind.
Council? You mean there's no Jarl?
This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Endoril, Sadras, and Redorin.
But you said Redorin leads the council.
Well, of course. With 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory.
Sounds rather complicated.
Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library.
Okay. Do you rule all of Solstheim?
Solstheim is theoretically under my rule. But without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
Raven Rock, the only settlement on the island?
Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skal Village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way.
Cannibals.
Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
What happened to the mine?
It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago. Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Raven Rock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
Okay, thanks.
Has Captain Veleth discovered anything yet?
No,
Steer, you said I could have these, buddy.
Zla, he's spoken. Everyone in town twice. If House Lalu has a spy in Raven Rock, he's hidden beyond our means to find him.
I understand. Drill. I know you're both doing your best.
My
Hey.
primary concern.
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost.
I stand by your side.
You mentioned that you lost something?
A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived.
Was it aboard a ship?
Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine?
How do you know?
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redorin Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers.
I'll see if I can find the book for you.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Okay.
Your efforts in Raven Rock have proven most invigorating for my husband. I haven't seen him this pleased in many years.
Who's your
My
husband?
husband, as the wife to the second counselor of Raven Rock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
Who's your husband?
Adral Arano, second counselor of Raven Rock. How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed over it someday.
You worry much on your husband's behalf.
He's in grave danger, and yet he continues to place himself in harm's way. When I fall asleep at night, all I can do is hope he'll still be there when I awaken. This island was never meant for us. There's too much death here.
Perhaps you should return to Morrowind.
I assure you, if I could convince Adral to do that, I'd be on the next ship back to Blacklight. Unfortunately, Adral and Councillor Morvain are very close friends, and they will never abandon one another, despite my feelings.
You haven't told him how you feel?
I'm the wife of a second counselor, and certain things are expected of me. The most important thing is that I stand by Adral no matter how I feel, and I intend to do that until we get off this miserable rock.
Where are you from originally?
Adral and I lived in Blacklight, the capital city of Morrowind. House Redorin has improved Blacklight substantially over the last 1,000 years. Its grandeur rivals that of Mournhold itself. The root spire where the Council of Great Houses meet is something to behold.
Sounds like quite a sight.
I haven't seen the city in over 50 years. Even for a Dunmer, that seems like an eternity. Regardless, I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to Councillor Morvain.
Okay. See ya.
My husband is second councillor, so I certainly have the means to reward you.
Hey.
In
Oh,
House Redarin's name, I order you to stop.
You caught me. I'll pay off my bounty.
Wise choice. Now come along with us. After we confiscate any stolen goods, you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Once again. Misery? I'll give you misery. Try getting assigned to scrape net scum off the front of the bulwark.
Well, eh? Well, I'll be back with you in a bit. See ya.